Everyone wants greatness. Everyone wants success. Everyone wants the crown, but not everyone is willing to pay the cost. Greatness is not handed out like a gift. It's not something you stumble upon by accident. It's not lying on the ground, waiting for you to pick it up. Greatness has to be earned. Greatness has to be paid for. Greatness has to be sacrificed for. And that cost will test everything inside of you. The truth is this: people love the idea of greatness. They love the thought of standing on the stage. They love the image of victory. They love the applause, the recognition, the respect, but they hate the process. They love the destination, but they despise the journey. They love the spotlight, but they run from the shadows where the real work has to be done. Listen to me carefully. Greatness has a cost, and that cost is not cheap. It demands your time. It demands your discipline. It demands your energy. It demands your tears. It demands your pain. It demands that you give up comfort for calling, excuses for execution, laziness for legacy. Nobody becomes great by accident. Nobody wakes up one morning and discovers they've arrived without paying the price. Behind every champion is sacrifice. Behind every leader is struggle. Behind every legend is pain. And here's the secret: the cost of greatness looks different for everyone, but the principle is always the same. You will have to give up something valuable to gain something priceless. You'll have to give up sleep to train. You'll have to give up excuses to grow. You'll have to give up toxic people to protect your vision. You'll have to give up fear to take risks. You'll have to give up the easy road to walk the hard one. Ask yourself right now, what am I willing to sacrifice for my dream? What am I ready to give up to rise higher? What cost am I prepared to pay for greatness? Because the truth is, if you're not willing to pay the price, you will never touch the prize. Too many people want greatness without giving anything. They want success without sweat. They want results without responsibility. They want victory without a fight. But life does not work that way. Life will not hand you greatness on a silver platter. Life will test you. Life will stretch you. Life will break you. Life will demand sacrifice. And only those who refuse to quit, only those who embrace the cost, only those who keep moving forward when it hurts the most will rise. Greatness has a cost, but here's the good news: the price you pay is never wasted. Every sacrifice builds strength. Every struggle builds character. Every tear waters the roots of your destiny. Every sleepless night and becomes a step toward your future. So when it hurts, don't quit. When it costs you, don't quit. When you're tired, don't quit. Remind yourself, this is the price. This is the process. This is the cost of greatness. Because at the end of the road, when you've given everything, when you've sacrificed, when you've endured, when you've paid the price, you will look back and realize it was worth it. Greatness doesn't just ask for one big sacrifice. It asks for sacrifice every single day. Not once, not twice, not when it's convenient, but every morning you wake up, every night you go to bed. The cost is daily. The cost is constant. The cost never goes away. Discipline is the currency you must pay, and sacrifice is the receipt you'll carry with you forever. Most people want to be great, but they don't want to be disciplined. They don't want to sacrifice. They want freedom, but they don't want the structure that creates freedom. They want success, but they don't want the price tag attached to it. The truth is this: discipline means saying no to what feels good now, so you can say yes to what feels great later. Discipline means waking up when you'd rather sleep. Discipline means training when you'd rather rest. Discipline means working on your craft when everyone else is out chasing comfort. Sacrifice means missing parties. Sacrifice means missing sleep. Sacrifice means walking alone, because not everyone will understand the path you're on. Sacrifice means letting go of what's good to reach for what's great. Ask yourself, how badly do I want this? Am I willing to say no to distractions? Am I willing to say no to excuses? Am I willing to sacrifice comfort to build a future? Because here's the reality: greatness has no shortcuts. You can't cheat the grind. You can't skip the process. You can't bargain your way into success. The price is the same for everyone, and only the disciplined are willing to pay it. Discipline hurts, sacrifice stings, but quitting destroys you. Think about it. One day of excuses becomes a week of excuses becomes a month of excuses becomes a year, and then one day you look in the mirror and realize your dream is gone. But if you pay the cost daily, if you give discipline its due, if you embrace sacrifice as a friend, you will look back one day and realize every choice built you. Every missed party builds your focus. Every early morning built your strength. Every lonely night built your resilience. Every sacrifice became bricks in the foundation of your destiny. So remember this: discipline is the bridge between your dream and your reality. Sacrifice is the toll you must pay to cross it, and greatness waits on the other side. Say it with me: I will be disciplined. I will sacrifice. I will not quit. I will pay the cost of greatness every day, because greatness does not come cheap. And if you're not willing to pay the price, you'll never taste the prize. Greatness will hurt you. It will test you. It will break you down before it ever builds you up. Understand this: pain is not punishment. Struggle is not a curse. The hard road is not there to destroy you. It is there to develop you. Most people run from pain. Most people avoid struggle. Most people beg for the easy way out. But the easy road never produces greatness. Think about it. A seed must break before it grows. Muscles must tear before they strengthen. Gold must go through fire before it shines. And you must go through struggle before you become strong enough for greatness. The truth is this: you cannot rise without resistance. You cannot grow without struggle. You cannot achieve greatness without pain. Pain teaches you discipline. Pain teaches you patience. Pain teaches you endurance. And struggle reveals your character. Struggle reveals your strength. Struggle reveals whether you were serious about your dream. Ask yourself right now: how much pain am I willing to endure? How much struggle am I willing to face? How much of the hard road am I willing to walk to reach greatness? Because the people you admire, the champions, the legends, the leaders, they were not built in comfort. They were built in chaos. They were built in storms. They were built in nights when everything went wrong, but they kept going anyway. Remember this: struggle is not the end. Struggle is the beginning. Struggle is proof that growth is happening. Every tear waters your roots. Every scar writes your story. Every failure sharpens your focus. Every setback sets you up for a comeback. So don't run from pain. Don't avoid struggle. Don't pray for the easy path. Pray for strength. Pray for endurance. Pray for resilience, because the hard road is the only road to greatness. Say it with me. I will not run from pain. I will not avoid struggle. I will embrace the hard road, because I know it is shaping me into someone unstoppable. The truth is, the hard road breaks the weak, but it builds the strong. The hard road destroys the pretender, but it forges the believer. The hard road will demand everything you have and give back everything you need. So walk it, endure it, own it. Because the pain, the struggle, the hardship you face today is the cost of greatness. And one day when you rise, you will look back and thank the struggle for making you unbreakable. Every dream has a gate, and at that gate stand enemies: fear, doubt, failure. They are the guards, they are the tests, they are the challenges you must face before you enter the land of greatness. Fear is loud, fear shouts, fear tells you, stop here, don't move, don't try, don't risk it. Fear paints pictures of disaster. Fear magnifies every worst-case scenario. Fear says, you're not ready. You're not strong enough. You will fail. But listen carefully. Fear is not truth. Fear is imagination, corrupted. Fear is your mind rehearsing defeat before the battle begins. Fear cannot stop you unless you bow to it. Then comes doubt. Doubt whispers. Doubt doesn't shout like fear. It creeps quietly, slowly. It makes you question yourself. It makes you question your dream. It makes you question whether you are worthy of greatness. Doubt doesn't say, don't try. Doubt says, maybe you can't. And if you believe it, you will sabotage yourself. You will quit on yourself. Not because you couldn't, but because you convinced yourself you couldn't. And finally, failure. Failure is the hardest enemy, because unlike fear or doubt, failure feels real. It leaves marks, it leaves scars, it whispers, see, I told you, you're not enough. This dream isn't for you, but failure is not final. Failure is not fatal. Failure is proof that you tried. Failure is feedback. Failure is experience. Failure is a teacher that no classroom can replace. Think about this truth. Every great person you admire faced fear. Every champion you celebrate battled doubt. Every legend you follow fell in failure. But what made them great was not that they never faced fear. It was not that they never doubted. It was not that they never failed. It was that they kept moving anyway. Fear said, stop. They moved. Doubt said, quit. They pushed. Failure said, it's over. They rose again. Ask yourself now, what am I afraid of? What doubts am I still believing? What failures am I carrying like chains around my neck? Be honest, because those are the enemies standing at your gate, and the only way to pass through is to face them head on. Fear cannot hold you if you move forward anyway. Doubt cannot control you if you act in faith anyway. Failure cannot end you if you rise again anyway. So declare it today. I will not bow to fear. I will not surrender to doubt. I will not be crushed by failure. I will pass through the gate. I will pay the price. I will step into greatness, because the truth is this: fear, doubt, and failure are not there to stop you. They are there to test you. They are there to see if you want greatness bad enough. They are there to separate the weak from the strong, the quitters from the committed, the dreamers from the doers. And if you don't quit, if you face the enemies at the gate, you will enter into the land of greatness. Greatness is not built on talent alone. It is not built on skill alone. It is not even built on hard work alone. Greatness is fueled, and that fuel is faith. That fuel is hope. That fuel is vision. Without faith, you stop when you can't see the way. Without hope, you break when the night feels endless. Without vision, you wander in circles, chasing nothing. But with faith, you keep moving, even when the road is dark. With hope, you rise again, even after being crushed. With vision, you see the future, even when the present looks like ruin. Faith is the anchor. Faith says, I don't see it yet, but I believe it's coming. Faith says, even if the storm rages, I will not be shaken. Faith says, it doesn't make sense now, but I trust the process. Hope is the fire. Hope whispers, better days are ahead. Hope whispers, this pain will not last forever. Hope whispers, the night always ends with morning. And vision is the map. Vision allows you to see beyond the walls. Vision allows you to see beyond the failures. Vision allows you to see beyond today's tears into tomorrow's triumphs. Here's the truth. People don't quit because they're weak. People don't quit because they're untalented. People quit because they lose faith. They lose hope. They lose sight of the vision. Faith, hope, and vision are not luxuries. They are survival. They are oxygen to the dreamer. They are fuel to the fighter. Ask yourself right now, what am I putting my faith in? What am I hoping for? What vision am I chasing? Because if you don't know the answers, quitting will feel easier than continuing. But when you protect your faith, when you guard your hope, when you feed your vision daily, quitting becomes impossible. Faith steadies you. Hope lifts you. Vision pulls you. Faith keeps you moving when nothing makes sense. Hope keeps you alive when everything feels heavy. Vision keeps you focused when distractions surround you. So declare it today. I will protect my faith. I will guard my hope. I will feed my vision. I will not quit. I cannot quit. I refuse to quit because greatness demands fuel. And if you run out of faith, you stall. If you run out of hope, you break. If you run out of vision, you lose your way. But if you carry them with you, no storm, no failure, no enemy, no obstacle can ever stop you. Faith, hope, vision, that is the fuel of greatness. That is the power that will carry you until the cost is paid and the crown is yours. Greatness is not a sprint. Greatness is a marathon. It does not belong to the fastest. It does not belong to the strongest. It belongs to the one who refuses to stop. Most people don't fail because they lack talent. Most people don't fail because the dream was impossible. Most people fail because they quit too soon. They wanted it fast. They wanted it easy. They wanted it without the waiting, without the struggle, without the grind. But greatness doesn't come overnight. It takes seasons. It takes years. It takes patience. Patience is the ability to wait without breaking. Patience is trusting the process, even when progress is invisible. Patience is saying, I don't see it yet, but I know it's working. Persistence is different. Persistence is the ability to keep going when the road is long. Persistence is rising again after being knocked down. Persistence is showing up day after day, year after year, until the breakthrough comes. Think about the farmer. He plants the seed. He waters it. He works the soil. For weeks, nothing. For months, silence. But underground, the seed is alive. Roots are growing. Strength is forming. And one day, it breaks the surface. That's your dream. It may look invisible now. It may feel silent now. It may seem dead now. But if you are patient And if you persist, one day it will break through. The tragedy: most people quit in the waiting season. They walk away while the roots are still forming. They give up just before the seed breaks the soil. Don't let that be you. Don't quit in the waiting. Don't surrender in the silence. Don't stop when nothing seems to be happening, because something is always happening. Growth is happening. Strength is building. Your persistence is shaping you into someone who cannot be broken. Ask yourself, am I willing to wait as long as it takes? Am I willing to keep going no matter how long it takes? Am I willing to endure the struggle until greatness is mine? Because patience without persistence is just waiting. And persistence without patience burns out. But patience and persistence together, that's unstoppable. So declare it today. I will be patient. I will be persistent. I will wait as long as it takes. I will fight as long as it takes. I will endure until greatness is mine. The truth is this: struggles end, storms pass, nights break into mornings. But quitting makes the pain permanent. Patience builds endurance. Persistence builds victory. And together they guarantee you will outlast the struggle. Greatness is never just about you. Greatness is bigger than your comfort, bigger than your success, bigger than your lifetime. Greatness is a legacy, and legacy means this: the price you pay today will echo tomorrow. The sacrifices you make now will feed generations after you. The discipline you live by will inspire those who watch you. The pain you endure will give strength to those who come after you. Dream small, and the impact dies with you. Dream big, and the impact multiplies beyond you. Think about it. Every breakthrough we enjoy today, electricity, airplanes, medicine, freedom, was once just a dream in someone else's heart. Most of them never lived to see it finished, but because they paid the cost, their legacy lives. That's greatness. To plant trees you may never sit under, to fight battles you may never see won, to build roads you may never walk, to light torches that others will carry. When you refuse to quit, when you embrace the cost, you don't just win for yourself. You win for everyone watching. You win for your children. You win for your community. You win for the generation that will rise stronger because you didn't fall. Understand this: people are watching you. Some hope you'll quit. Some expect you to fail, but others are drawing strength from you. They're learning persistence by watching yours. They're finding hope because you refuse to quit. They're believing in themselves because they saw you believe in yourself. That's legacy. Legacy is not money. Legacy is not fame. Legacy is not possessions. Legacy is courage passed down. Legacy is a discipline handed over. Legacy is resilience engraved in someone else's heart. And when you choose to pay the cost of greatness, when you choose to endure, persist, and refuse to quit, your life becomes proof. Proof that ordinary people can do extraordinary things. Proof that struggle doesn't destroy, it shapes. Proof that greatness is possible for anyone who refuses to give up. Ask yourself, what do I want my life to say when I'm gone? What story will my actions tell? Will I be remembered as someone who quit, or as someone who paid the price and rose into greatness? The choice is yours. The cost is high. The road is hard. The struggle is real, but the reward is eternal. The reward is legacy. The reward is living a life that outlives you. So declare it now. I will pay the cost. I will embrace the sacrifice. I will endure the pain. I will carry the weight, because greatness is worth it. because my legacy is waiting, because generations will rise, because I refuse to quit. And when your time comes, when your name is spoken, when your story is told, let it be said of you, they paid the cost, they fought the fight, they refused to quit, and because of that, they achieved greatness. Greatness is never given. Greatness is earned. And the price? The price is everything. Pay it, and the world will remember your name.